I bet you didn't know how crucial it is to understand CO2 emissions in Europe. The air we breathe is changing and warming our planet. One of the main culprits is carbon dioxide, or CO2. This gas, released from burning fossil fuels, acts like a blanket around the Earth, trapping heat. CO2 emissions are a global problem, but we need to understand the specifics to address it. By measuring each country's emissions, we can track progress and identify areas for improvement. Europe, a diverse continent with a mix of developed and developing nations, presents a fascinating case study. Understanding Europe's CO2 emissions is crucial. It allows us to assess the effectiveness of environmental policies, guide future actions, and inspire other regions to follow suit. In a world grappling with climate change, knowledge is power. Europe, a continent with a rich industrial history, has contributed significantly to global CO2 emissions. However, in recent years, there has been a concerted effort to reduce this impact. Let's dive into the data to understand the current situation. As of 2023, Germany, Poland, and Italy are among the highest emitting countries in Europe. These countries, with their large industrial sectors and reliance on fossil fuels, face a significant challenge in reducing their environmental footprint. On the other end of the spectrum, we have countries like Malta, Cyprus, and Luxembourg, which have the lowest CO2 emissions in Europe. Their smaller size, combined with a focus on renewable energy sources, has contributed to their success in minimizing their environmental impact. However, it's important to remember that every nation, regardless of size, has a role to play in addressing this global challenge. As Europe as a whole strives to reduce its environmental footprint, certain countries stand out as beacons of progress. Malta, an island nation in the Mediterranean Sea, has the lowest CO2 emissions per capita in the EU. Their success can be attributed to a combination of factors, including a transition to renewable energy sources like solar power and a focus on energy efficiency measures. Similarly, Cyprus, another island nation, has made significant strides in reducing its reliance on fossil fuels. Their commitment to sustainable tourism and investments in renewable energy infrastructure have placed them among the lowest emitting countries in Europe. Luxembourg, despite its high population density, has also demonstrated a commitment to environmental sustainability. Their investments in public transport, bicycle infrastructure, and green spaces have contributed to their low environmental footprint. Just think about how Amsterdam invests in bicycles. The success stories of these countries serve as inspiration for others and demonstrate that a greener future is within reach. Section 4. The EU Emissions Trading System, a catalyst for change. At the heart of Europe, the EU emissions trading system is driving industries towards a greener future. This cap-and-trade system incentivizes companies to reduce their environmental footprint. Companies buy and sell permits to emit CO2. The cap on the total number of permits decreases over time, increasing the price of pollution. Companies either invest in cleaner technologies or bear the increasing costs. The EU ETS has reduced emissions from the power sector. It has unlocked billions of euros in investments in cleaner technologies. Section 5. A Greener Future. Europe's Climate Ambitions. Europe is at a turning point and urgently needs to transition to a sustainable future. The EU aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 55% by 2030 and become climate neutral by 2050. Renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower will play a larger role. The transportation sector must embrace electric vehicles and public transport. Think of all those electric shared bikes in Amsterdam. Industries must adopt cleaner production processes. The journey towards a climate-neutral Europe will be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Each of us can contribute by reducing our own CO2 emissions. Simple actions like recycling, using public transport, and supporting renewable energy can make a big difference. Together, we can combat climate change and create a greener future for generations to come. Let's take action now!